Hi, everyone. If you like the way I teach and want me to be your teacher, the link to my engineering fundamental school is in the description below. Enjoy the video. Today, I'd like to talk about the idea of equivalent systems. Equivalent systems are important in statics because they intuitively are able to explain concepts like centroid and even help in further courses. In courses like fluid mechanics, they help in a topic referred to as fluid statics. An equivalent system is essentially a system where the sum of the forces and the sum of the moments at any points in those two equivalent systems are exactly the same. There could be forces and moments applied all over that system, but if you take a moment about the same point in those two systems, you'll get exactly the same value, and the sum of the forces is exactly the same in those two systems. One example of an equivalent system can be shown below. In this example, we'll discuss the idea of a couple. A couple is a common topic in statics. What a couple is it's equal but opposite forces placed at a certain distance away. Let's say I had a 100-pound couple. Let's say I had 200-pound forces placed at a distance of 3 meters away. If I wanted to produce the statically equivalent version of this system, I could assess the sum of the forces, which is 0, and the sum of the moments about any point. Let's say the moment about point A, and we see the moment about point A is 300 Newton meters, and it's positive, meaning it's counterclockwise. What I could do is place at point A, or actually anywhere along that length, a 300 Newton meter couple. And this is how a couple looks. What we could see is that the sum of the forces on the system to the right is 0, just like it is on the left, and the sum of the moments about point A, or about any point for that matter, is 300 Newton meters. Why is a couple special? It's because even if I took a moment about A prime, what I would get is 300 Newton meters. I could make that X and Y coordinate anything I want. I can make X 1,000 and Y 1,000,000, and it'll still produce the same, a couple of the same magnitude. Just to remind you about how moments look in 3 dimensions, moments are couples. If we wanted to draw this equivalent system in 3 dimensions, we could equivalently put a double-headed arrow to represent that couple, where if you point your thumb in the direction of that couple, your fingers will curl, representing that same couple in 2 dimensions. So the general idea of a couple is that if you have equal but opposite forces placed at a distance d apart, the couple equivalent to that system is equal to the product of the force and the distance. And this can be easily seen if you take a moment about point A in the first system, you get F times D, and it's counterclockwise. And that's the same as the magnitude of the moment and direction on the right-hand side system. Equivalent systems are also useful when you're thinking about moving forces. This setup is called a cantilever, and we'll talk about it more in the future. But let's say we have a 10 Newton force placed all the way to the right on the cantilever, and we have a point A. The point A is in the center of the cantilever. It's 1 meter from the left side. If we wanted to produce an equivalent system, what we need to do is take the moments about any points, and let's just choose point A for this example. If we take the moment about point A on the left side system, what we're going to get is the moment produced is 10 times 1, pointing in the negative k hat direction. If that's true, all we need to do to the right-hand side system, if we took a moment about point A, we would still get 0, we have to introduce a clockwise couple of 10 Newton meters, clockwise corresponding to negative, because if you curl your fingers and point your thumb, you'll be in a negative k hat direction. So shown on screen, you would say these two systems are equivalent because the sum of their forces are exactly the same. Both have 10 Newton sums. And the sum of the moments are exactly the same about point A. And now that they're equivalent, the sum of the moment about any points, if we go to the base or to the right side, they'll be exactly the same because they are statically equivalent. Let's do a more complex example where we have a 1 meter square plate and the following forces and couples or moments are applied. Our goal is to reduce this system of forces to a force couple system at a single point of interest, point A. The second part of the question wants us to just reduce this system into a single force, and that force must be along the side AD. Let's go ahead and draw our two other equivalent systems that we're going to need to solve our two other problems. The first thing we're going to do is start off noting that it's a square plate. So each side is 1 meter. The next thing that we're going to do is find the sum of the forces and sum of the moments. If we look on the picture on the left, we see the sum of the forces in the x direction is negative 15 plus 30 plus 6. The sum of the forces in the y we can easily see is 10 and 8. Now, I just broke down those forces on the upper right using the idea of similar triangles. If we scale up a 3, 4, 5 right triangle, such that the hypotenuse is equal to 10, which is the same magnitude of the force, we can easily get that the force components, the Fx is 6 and the Fy is 8. So that's what I kind of use there. Let's go ahead and take the sum of the moments about point A. We'll start off looking at that 30, and we can see that 30 is going to cause a clockwise motion, which is why I put a negative sign. The 45 is positive because it's counterclockwise, and then we have to take the 6 and 8 into account. The 6 moving clockwise and the 8 moving counterclockwise, and all the distances are 1. The sum of all the moments in this system is 17 Newton meters. It's positive, meaning that the net moment is counterclockwise. If we wanted to place a single force at point A with a couple, we need to know the magnitude of that single force. The magnitude can be found by the Pythagorean theorem, and it's 27.6 newtons. And we place that 17 Newton meter couple as well at point A, and that successfully answers question 1. How about question 2? We can see we can place that force anywhere along the side AD. It's just how far over must we place that force. We can easily break up that force into two components, and we see that that 21 will never produce a moment about point A. The forces are equivalent in this system. Now we just have to ensure that the moments are also equivalent. If I take the moments about point A in the left side system, I'm going to get 17 Newton meters, and it's going to be positive. It should be exactly the same when I do it in the right side system. Only the 18 Newton force is going to produce a moment. So 18 multiplied by my distance x must be enough to produce I can solve for the distance and I get 17/18 of a meter. I hope this video was useful for you and that you understand the idea of statically equivalent systems. If this video was helpful to you, please leave a like and subscribe. Keep learning and keep working hard. Goodbye.